Hey, welcome there, audience. This is Gankum from Subject Neutral. We're going to be starting our Rimworld series today. If you haven't seen it already, totally check out our first impressions of Rimworld, or my first impressions of Rimworld anyway. Maybe some of the other guys will be doing a first impression of it at some point. But for now, check out mine. It explains a bit more about the game, but otherwise we're going to jump in. So we're going to probably do, we're going to do Cassandra Classic on Challenge or Normal mode. We're probably going to die fairly quickly, to be honest. This is games like this and Dwarf Fortress. Dying is half the fun, and you will be doing it a lot. I have no idea the name. That's just the name it went with. Let's see. We are going to go up here. Yes, I like that. Okay, so I've found through trial, error, and the joys of the internet that the best sort of set you can start with are sort of like a minor constructor. I wasn't watching that at all. That last guy actually looked kind of good out of the corner of my eye. A minor constructor, a herd plant person, and a talkie hauler person. And if they can be good at medicine, that would be even better. Let's see. So we're going to start. The shooting is great. Cooking is great. None of that is what I need off the top of my head. The fact he can't do plant work, I really don't like. Research in medicine is good. Nothing else he does is that great for me. Off the beginning. Mining is not half bad. Construction isn't half bad. Don't really care about research. The psychically sensitive part, less great, but we'll do without it. He's also not too bad at shooting, so we're going to go with him. This is going to be... Oh, Luddite. Well, this is going to be Hondo, because if you see the number of times I have to fix his computer... God, it's something. That's what that is. And you are going to be our heavy labor, or our heavy, as we will call him. So now we're looking for sort of a plant person. Programmer, no. Barkeep, not really what I'm... So we're looking for high growing, and decent... Anything else would be really nice. Let's see. Social, you have good social. That may have been, should consider you for social. Art currently doesn't do anything, so we're going to avoid that. These flames, this level here is burning. It means they learn much faster. This level here is interested. They still learn faster than normal. Let's see, what's this? Shooting? I don't really need shooting, and everything else is kind of low. This is great medicine. The fact he can't do dumb labor and bloodlust. Okay, that actually, never mind, the sight of blood or death might not be too bad. I've had all my people freak out before. He's also not too bad at growing, so you know what, we're going to go with him. This is female. The females I know would probably not enjoy being called a bloodlust joy wire artist. Or 59, if we're honest about it. So instead, guess what? This gets to be Torque, everybody. Hooray for Torque. Torque Torkelson. Forgot he's the only one in our group who has a fictional last name for his username. And you are going to be our grower, probably. Once we get more people, you'll also be our researcher, and you're going to be doing our medicine. So now we need somebody who's good at talking. So, 8, and you're interested in it. Don't really need you to be mining, so that's not... I'm really happy with this. It's not amazing. His shooting is really nice. What's everyone else's shooting? 3, 5, high melee. I haven't seen any melee, like, items in this. Do they just punch each other? That fits Hondo so much, actually. Anyway, I guess I should... I'm going to change some names around a bit. But I'm going to keep this, actually. The social is really good. The growing and other things is not too bad. So we're going to be keeping this. I think what I'm going to do is change the middle names only. And guess what? This gets to be me. I'm actually a male, but 17. That's not quite right. I am not 17, for those of you who care. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. I'm going to change this to Hondo, which is Hondo. Hodor. Oh, if you'd heard that. Don't watch this video, Hondo. You're not going to like it. Okay, and let's get started. So it's going to generate the map. This sometimes takes a little while. Just a little while. just a little while. But I'm excited to get started. And it's exciting to have this as another series. Totally check out some of our other series. CK2 is remarkably popular, actually. I wish I could figure out the YouTube view system, because when I look at the video and when I look at it in the user control panel kind of area, whatever it's called, the creator section, the view number is drastically different. But anyway, you should check out our CK2. Check out our World of Tanks stuff. It was always a blast. Check out Torque is currently running a Mountain Blade one. But here we go. The three of you awake in your crypto sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. So we're going to wait for our people to land, and then there's a few steps I always do as soon as we get started. So there's our people. Let's get them weapons. I believe I had the best shoot, so I will get the terrible Lee Enfield. At least that gives me a bit of distance. And the handguns will go for Hondo and Torque. Okay, let's get you out of the way. So, first things I want to do. Scroll all around the map. Any of this stuff you see, you want to make sure they can pick it up. You want to unforbid it. I really wish, and devs, if you're listening, which you probably aren't, if let's be honest about it, but there really needs to be, like in Dwarf Fortress, a section where you can go and like unforbid or allow every item on the map, rather than just having to manually do it. So anything around, you want to be able to unforbid it, allow it, whatever proper word you want to do. And the other thing you want to do is you want to scroll around the map a bit and find a good place to live. Now you can't be right up against the edge of the map. There is, when we get to the building screen, you'll notice there is sort of a bar, probably about that far. So you have to stay more or less towards the middle of the map. I'm not seeing a lot of places here. We're in a pretty flat place. There isn't a lot of mining. That may be a problem. We may run out of metal. Hopefully we will survive long enough for that to be a problem. Let's see. That's not bad. Yeah, there isn't really sort of some great places. And sometimes it's nice to repurpose these buildings, old buildings, whatever you want to call them. I could kind of care less. I'm thinking this is two steam geysers right close by. What we're going to do is wall ourselves in over here. So let's get that set up. So we go structures. We're going to be doing wood walls. See, that's the bar I'm talking about for how far away we can build. So we are going to be building a big ass wall. Might not be the best plan to get it done right away, but I'm not too worried about it. We are going to be building defenses, and we're going to be building them close by. I don't want to extend my wall all the way for those buildings. It's kind of pointless. Plus, stone buildings don't conduct electricity. They don't have wires in them, so there's not a whole lot of point in making them rooms. You're going to have to wire everything separately anyway, and that's always a pain. I don't know if they can get through there. I'm going to do that anyway. We'll make sure there's some doors. Okay, next step, we want to get some zones set up. So zones are going to be like for items and everything. Let us do... I don't want to get stuff in the way of the geyser. So we're going to make this our main item area and immediately plant a trade beacon in it. Trade beacon needs to be over the items in order to sell the items. And we want to change it so they'll pick up everything. Okay, now that we've done that, we can turn it on. We'll put on the fastest speed. Yep, that's telling us what we need there. And back to zones. So we need a dumping zone. So we'll probably do that right here. And we need some growing zones. We're going to put that over here for now. It's going to grow some potatoes. And then let's immediately do... Let's do rooms first. I did equip weapons, didn't I? Thought I did do that. Did I not? Did somebody not pick up their weapon? Hondo, you didn't pick up a weapon. Torque and I picked up weapons, didn't we? We did. Okay, let's check our stuff here. Luddite is construction. You should be doing lots of that. Okay. So, let's go back into our orders and have people start harvesting some wood. Don't really need them to start harvesting food yet. Let's turn that back on. Okay, so step one, we want some... I want power. We're going for power first. I like getting my defenses and security up right away. So that one is blocked for now, so we're going to jump up to this for now. Okay, let's get that done. Where is Hondo? Hondo. Oh, you're drafted somehow. I must have pushed the wrong button there. You start working the geothermal thing. Torque is planting, and I am apparently working on the wall. Not too bad. I'd rather have you working on some rooms, however. So let's start by making a nice big living area for us. This is pretty rough. Normally when I'm playing, let's go slower. I'm excited. That's what's happening here. But I should take it a bit slow. So let's slow down a bit. Take our time. Where am I? Where's Gankum? You start on these ones first. Torque, I need you to start... You're not a plant cutter. Hondo. Torque is the only one who can't do plant cutting. Okay. Let's see. In that case, I will start cutting some of these... Oh, we have some wood for now, so we won't worry about it. You're growing... Actually, Torque, I'm going to turn you to just a hauler for now. You know? Oh, you're not. You can't haul. Never mind. What did I take you for again? Oh, you were just my grower, weren't you? We'll turn you on... you're terrible at cooking skills, too. I'm rethinking Torque's character. I should have possibly taken something a bit different. But your medicine is good. And your research is good. But research isn't important for quite a while. Oh, well. Well, me and Hondo will do all the important stuff. Hondo, I need you to focus on that geothermal there. Oh, we've apparently switched. Okay, then. Once the geothermal is set up, I'm going to build a bank for some batteries. The other important thing, we'll get some beds set up in here as well. The important thing with once we get power is some security. Immediately planting some turrets around our base. Okay, let's rotate this so it's facing up. Once we have individual rooms, this will probably become our medical center, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll be nice enough, I'll give us a table in there. What I should have done is, instead of Torque's current character, a hauler, a straight hauler / plant cutter. In fact, once we are done here, what's your construction? Okay, Hondo's better at construction. I'm going to turn me straight to hauler for a bit, so we can start getting all our items in one place. If you saw our Let's Look At video, or First Impressions, whatever we're going to call it, it's one of my few gripes is essentially with the immigration system. So we're on our own here for a while. It's going to be just the three of us for a fair little bit. I don't want you building the table. And now we're out of... Yeah. Okay. We're out. We're going to turn off construction for me. We're going to turn off growing for now. I want you just plant cutting. Plant cutting and hauling. We're going to have power in a second. So let's use some power conduits to hook it up to the building when we're done there. Okay. Torque is just planting away. What else can Torque do? Mining. Okay, well, we'll have you mining some stuff afterwards. You're not sort of the guy I took to do mining, but oh well. That's a nice metal-filled one. We're definitely going to want to expand to this geyser pretty quickly. So let's mine out this area. Okay. So we have our first bit of power. I'm pretty good. I know I've seen other people and they complain about it and they don't like doing this. I like getting a bunch of tasks, sort of having them set up. I will micro my guys around as we do things. This is a lot of turrets. I don't care. I like being defense. I like having a bunch of jobs for them setting up. If you have luck, we've got the walls, we've got the beds, we have a bunch of things. I am perfectly happy having them have a ton of things set up to do. Where'd Hondo go? Oh, there's some metal down there. Okay, well, before you start work on the turret, why don't you work on the power conduit? And if we're honest about it, that's not the turret I want you doing. I am happily working on all the trees. Torque is about to finish all that growing space. I'm going to, now that we have some wood, turn construction back on for me and have you start work on the beds so our people can sleep. You want to keep up with the thoughts. Very tired. See, everyone's getting tired. Okay, before you do that, I want you to work on the beds. I want to get those done. Look, I made a table for you. Why don't you go eat on the table? No, don't work on that. I want you to do the beds. Oh, and you're going to go sleep immediately after. Well, I'm just going to have to wake you up. Okay. We have 2. We need 1 more. I'm not going to let you sleep just yet. Oh, no, I want you to finish that bed so everyone can sleep. Yeah, because in a second, everyone is going to sleep. There, now everyone has a bed at least. There. And now everyone is sleeping. We have power. We have the start of our first place. I don't really care about the walls. That's more to give me an idea where we're going to be working. We have our 3 colonists. Well, people, welcome to our colony. Let's see. I'm going to have to come up with a name. Should people comment before I do the next video, feel free to suggest a name. But otherwise, we're probably going to call it for this episode right now. This has been Subject Neutral playing Rimworld, our new series. Let's start our colony. We're doing pretty good. Join us next time as we continue to see if our colony can survive. Have a good one, folks. See you on the far side.